What is up, Spidies? Matthew Vam's coming at you and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, yes, you read the title right. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some reasons and some facts of why Corona, as bad as it is, impacted my life in a positive way.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa.
So guys, starting off, the first thing that comes to mind of when I say how Corona impacted my life positively has to be college and my marks. So I know in the last video I said that I miss my friends and I miss the things that we got up to and like everything about campus and the whole first year campus experience. I do miss that, and I'm super bummed and sad that we never properly got to experience it because we only did it for 6 weeks. But those were the best 6 weeks of my life, so I won't complain about those. But we did miss the rest of the year as a proper first year student, which does suck. But I will say, in terms of marks, my marks improved so much being at home. You know, I remember being on campus and stuff for those 6 weeks. There were 2 subjects that I was stressing the most for, which was accounting and intro to law. Intro to law, we wrote a test and we did one project. So we had already done 2 things for that subject just in those 6 weeks, and I passed them both, but like just 52% I think it was that I passed. You know, so it was bad. It was scaring me, and I just thought, if this is how the rest of the year goes, we're only 6 weeks into this subject and we still have an entire year to go and to build on, and you know, those type of things. So I was very, very scared for that subject, and also for accounting, because I haven't done accounting at that stage for 3 years. So I did accounting grade 8 and grade 9. I hadn't done accounting at all, grade 10, grade 11 or grade 12, and now I have to do it in university. You know, so I was like very scared about that. So yeah, and I know for accounting we wrote one test before, you know, Corona happened. So we wrote one test on campus. We never got our marks for that test, but I can tell you now already I failed it. And no, I just wasn't. I was super scared and nervous, you know, to do accounting overall. But when we came, when Corona happened and we came and did school at home and stuff, I will definitely say my marks improved a lot. Because let's say for intro, where I was saying those 2 projects and stuff and the test, I got 52% for. Now doing projects and stuff at home and doing tests at home, you know, obviously having open book and having a day or 2 days to do a test instead of an hour or 2 hours, you now have 2 days to do it. You know, my marks definitely did improve. So now instead of getting 50, I was getting 80s. 70s and 80s. Honestly, like my lowest mark last year was a 65%. So already that can tell you like that was good. Was it a 65 or a 70? It was one of those. I think it was between 65 and 70. I can't remember properly, but it was nothing lower than 65%. So already there can show you how much my marks improved, and that didn't just happen with me, it happened with everyone. So definitely the first thing that comes to mind is my marks and stuff. So yes, don't get me wrong, it sucks and it bums me out that I didn't get to have that first year experience like everyone else and like previous years and stuff. But if you look at like the positive things that happened, you know, like I'm saying, my marks and stuff, I would definitely say it was worth not having that first year experience. And once we do go back onto campus, myself and my friends have already agreed and said to each other that we are making up for lost time. So because we didn't get to have the first year experience, we will definitely make up for it and have that first year experience. So we'll see when we go back and we'll see what happens, and you guys will also see what happens, because we have lots of vlogs coming up when we do go back and all that. So we'll see what happens. The next thing that I definitely want to talk about is friendships. So I saw a lot of quotes and people saying last year that you shouldn't test your friends, and you know, you shouldn't test them to see if they are your friends, or yeah, basically just test them, you know, as a whole, which I do definitely agree with. But at the same time, I'm also like, you need to test That sounds so wrong to even say. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, no, you shouldn't test your friends, but you need to also find out, are they properly your friends? Are they true friends? You know? And the reason why I say that is because one thing I learned last year is a lot of people that claimed to be my friends when this whole corona thing happened and we were all at home and, you know, we were all going through a pandemic and we were all going through, you know, mental struggles and everything online. So yes, I do get that everyone, you know, was in their own head and stuff, but you also need to like reach out and check up on your friends, and they need to check up on you, and you know, all that type of stuff. And a lot of people that claim to be my friends, none of them checked up on me and a lot of people say, yeah, but why don't I send them a message and why don't I check up on them? The thing is, I did check up on them and I did send them messages. Literally 3 times a week I was sending them messages being like, hey, how are you? You know, how's life going? How's college? How's school? You know, checking up on them. Some people would read the message and not reply. Other people wouldn't even read the message at all. You know, and other people just wouldn't even check up on me at all. There's people that I was very, very, very close with in high school, and I mean, I've had friends that I've been friends with since primary school, and now when we got to college, we've spoken 3 times in 1 year. From going to see each other from every day, speaking every day for over 10 years, to now speaking 3 times in an entire year. Like, already that can show you know what I mean? And yeah, you can just see how people change because they were going to college and the things they were getting up to which they weren't supposed to do. And like, I didn't want to be involved in that type of stuff and going out when I wasn't supposed to, you know, all that. So I was just like, no, these people are my friends. And yeah, it just, you know, being at home in my head and thinking about things, I thought about the past, what people have said, what people haven't said, what people have done, what people haven't done, you know, all that type of stuff. And I've just also realized, like, I don't want to be friends with certain people. And yeah, it just like made me realize of like the ties that I have to cut between certain people, because either I don't be friends with them, or you know, it's just like they're not the right people or friends for me. So I have cut those ties and I've moved on. And those people that have checked up on me, those people that I do want in my life, and you know, all those type of people, I've kept them in my life, and we are still good friends to this day. And I still to this day think it's better to have a small group of friends, people that you are very, very close to and that you know are your friends, that care about you and love you, instead of having these big groups of friends when no one actually cares about you. People are just friends with you just for the sake of saying that they're friends with you, you know what I mean? So you'd rather have 2 good friends that you know are properly your friends than have 100 fake friends. And I've always said that, and still I believe that, and I will still believe that long into the future. So the second thing is definitely friendships. And then the last big thing that I want to talk about is mental health. I think personally for myself, I've felt this, but also I've spoken to a lot of people about it, and I've also seen a lot of people go through this, is just mental health. I think being at home, you know, being away from school, being away from college, being away from high school, being away from friends and people in general, not just for me, but like for a lot of other people, you know, being away from all those factors, being by yourself was good, because it made you think about who you want to be. It made you think about what you've done or what you haven't done, or what you want to do but you're not doing because you're scared of doing it, or you know, that type of stuff. And yeah, it just made you realize of what people you want in your life, what people you don't want in your life, all that. So yeah, I would definitely say a lot, personally myself and a lot of other people, our mental health improved because we were away from those variables and those distractions and those people and friends or fake friends, or you know, those type of things. And yeah, just being at home, being in your head. I know, don't get me wrong, like, being in your head is bad if you're in your head all the time, but at the same time, to a certain extent, it's also good, because you can work through whatever you need to work through, or you know, you can think about certain things and stuff like that. So I would definitely say that it's good to a certain extent. And yeah, just like personally for myself and also a lot of people, we said that our mental health improved. I mean, I've said this a million times before, you guys know this. I've said it lots in videos last year, where just simply going to college, being out of that high school environment and being away from those certain people, already then my mental health improved. But also being at home, going through things, thinking about things, sorting things out in my own head, like, it also just improved my mental health. And I can definitely feel it now, since I've ended school last year to now. I can feel that I'm in such a good mental place, and I'm actually genuinely happy, and I'm literally smiling all the time, and you know, things are just good upstairs. She's very good upstairs. So yeah, I definitely think for myself and a lot of people, you know, we all went through these things. You had to go through these things for last year, and you know, it's helped a lot of us. So that's what I have for you guys, and yeah, I would just say those are my 3 big categories, which is school in terms of marks and that type of stuff, and then friendships, so who are your true friends, who's not your true friends. It's made me realize a lot of things, and like also just which people I wanted in my life and which I didn't, and who like which people were causing drama and causing fights just because, like, for the fun of it, and then mental health. Definitely leave in the comments down below, like, what you guys learned last year and even this year while Corona is still here, how it impacted your life positively. Don't get me wrong, again, I'm gonna say Corona is a very bad thing. I should have actually said this in the beginning of the video, but Corona is a very bad thing, and you know, it's impacted a lot of our lives negatively. You know, in terms of job losses, people being retrenched, people getting salary cuts, you know, all that type of stuff. I think every single person has felt that in some way, shape or form, whether their parents have been retrenched completely or fired, or whether they've had pay cuts or something. Everyone has experienced it in a certain way. So yes, don't get me wrong, it is a very, very bad thing, but I will definitely say that you need to focus on the good as well. You can't just see the negative, and that's why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to actually do it since last year, and I just never did. So I just thought now's a perfect time to do it before you go back to college. I know some people have gone back to school and stuff, but before everyone properly goes back to school and college, and you know, life gets hectic and busy again, take a second, stop, think, how has this impacted your life positively? You know, people have been able to quit their jobs themselves. People have been able to start up their own businesses themselves. People have been able to start side hustles and, you know, pay off debt that they've had. You know, so there's definitely things. Yes, it's a very bad virus, and it definitely has impacted all of our lives negatively. But I think at the same time, you also need to look at the positives, and how the positives are going to benefit you, not just now, but also in the future. So definitely down in the comments below, let me know how this impacted your life positively, and yeah, let's just all help each other look and think about the positives. So even when you talk to your friends, if they talk about negatives or something, let them know and tell them, like, listen, why are you thinking about the negatives the whole time? Think about the positives. Think about what this has done to you in your life, but in a positive way, and therefore you can also just help them think more positively, and then we can spread more positivity and become happier in the world, hopefully. But that is all I have for you guys for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up, hit the bell and hit the post notification bell and the subscription button, subscribe, whatever. I haven't done this outro in a very long time, so the words do not want to formulate right now, as you can tell. But definitely like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a brand new video. For now, we're still doing 2 videos a week, and we have a lot of interesting videos coming up, especially next Monday. We have the room tour video and how I changed my room from what it was to what it is now. Just take you through those processes, and there's a lot of things in there that I think a lot of people's gonna like. And yeah, we just have a couple other fun and fresh videos coming out before we go back to college. And then once we go back to college, I'm only going to be posting once a week, but still putting my all into every single video while still doing schoolwork and stuff. So definitely come back for more. And if you guys ever need anything, I'm just a spidey sense away.